for dessert, you absolutely cannot go wrong with mascarpone. Right, I'm going to get on with making these prawns. Just get my ingredients. Whiskey, soft brown sugar, and chili. Perfect. Okay, so this glaze, it's super scrummy. I need 180 grams of soft, light brown sugar. It has a wonderful caramelly taste to it, so it's much nicer than caster sugar for this. And now the whiskey. So 90 ml of that. And now I need the zest of a lime. I love limes. I think they're such a nicer flavour to lemons. I know that they're a completely different fruit, but often when a recipe calls for lemons, I'll just use limes. And just do it really slowly like that. You see people furiously rubbing, but if you do that, you get this pith, which is bitter. And I can really smell the limes releasing their flavour. It just smells so good, those oils. So that's one lime zested. And don't forget to scrape the back, these stubborn bits. I'll move that out of the way because I don't need that until later. And then the juice of 2 limes. And limes can be quite firm. So if you're having trouble getting the juice out, you can just squeeze them a bit first or roll them around. It releases the juice more easily. Just cut those in half and into the pan. And this is such an unusual flavour combination, the whiskey and the lime, to eat, but it just works so well. Right, get that on a low heat. You just want to dissolve the sugar first, and then once the sugar's dissolved, just whack up the heat and boil it for about 5 to 7 minutes until it goes nice and thick and syrupy. Perfect. Right, now my chilli. Got a really big red one here. I'm going to cut that in half. I need to take the seeds out. And then slice, just finely slice. You just want little cubes. I think as the chef in me, I just like to have all the ingredients out and then I can start cooking. I'm not very good at sort of grabbing things from cupboards midway. Now these prawns, can't wait to get my hands on these prawns. I've got about 20 in here. So my fishmonger has very kindly deveined them for me, so it saved a lot of time. And he's kept the tails on, because this food's quite tactile food, dipping it in the sauce, so I like to have the tail on as well. And then a drizzle of oil. Now you can use vegetable oil, but I'm being naughty and using extra virgin. I know that people say you shouldn't cook with it, but I'm going to. So I'm going to put the chilies in. See, that's so much prettier with red. Look, beautiful colours. And my glaze is lovely and ready. You can tell, because if you just take it on a spoon, see how it coats the spoon nicely. It's not as thick as honey, but it's definitely thicker than it was. Now this is ready, we'll just pop the lime zest in. So the reason I put the lime zest in now is that if you put it in whilst it's boiling away, the lime zest gets a little bit bitter. And I think the inspiration from this dish comes from my English background and working in Australia. Because in Australia they use lots of limes and beautiful seafood. The smells are amazing. It's all the citrusy lime and that whiskey and the caramelised brown sugar. Absolutely beautiful. Now the prawns. I'm just going to pour a bit of this glaze on. And I'm going to save half the glaze for later, because some of it will evaporate off in the oven, so I can use that to dip the prawns in later. And then they'll go into the oven for about 5 to 8 minutes at 200 degrees. at those. I'm just hit by this wonderful chilli. Gorgeous. They've gone that lovely deep pink. So I've got simple salad, baguette, extra glaze, just perfect. It's really good for when friends come over. Beautiful.